Hey, so I'm recording this meditation at the point of Bealtaine, Bealtaine, the fire ceremony. Astrologically, it's a few days after the 21st. So it's a really special time. It's a time of beginnings, and of course, with every beginning, there's also an ending. It's the relationship between the two that create the potency for us. So maybe we could look at the idea of what's been going on in the world and what many people have been feeling. I know I have. um, that this time is very much, it's a shift. Absolutely, it's a change. It's radically different to how we normally experience the world and quite often ourselves in the world. I think it brings a lot of uncertainty, brings up a lot of fear. And I think that's there, and you're either acknowledging it or you're not acknowledging it. So I think in some ways it strips away some of the ways in which we might be in the kind of get on with it routine of our lives. And it invites us to feel what's moving through us. And maybe this idea of the pause, this phrase has been used, the pause that's happening in the world. For most people, obviously not all people. And it offers us that opportunity to really sit with what's happening for us. And there's this idea of equanimity. And equanimity is the state of being able to be present to the experience arising in any given moment, but to be present in a way that we hold some quality of spaciousness, where we're in a sense allowing the movement of this moment and of ourselves in the moment to be something that we almost can observe. And it's this game of being in it and not of it at the same time. And maybe at this moment, there's this opportunity, given that things are shifting and changing and stuff is being stripped away in a sense, this opportunity to really contemplate what is it that we would like to really have in our lives. How would we like to really move forward? What really makes us happy? How do we honor ourselves in truer or deeper ways? And all of this, I feel, I experience is achieved through creating some quality of deeper listening. And really, this is what our practice is. It's just deep listening. And when we're listening, we notice the distractions, we notice the birds, we notice moments of stillness, we notice the breath, we count. And all of it is part of this experience of a deepening of this quality of receptivity, this quality of presence. There's no straight lines. None of us probably get there in the same way. And in a sense, there is no there. There's just the experience of ourselves in this moment and what we're doing to make that better. To be able to observe it with more of this quality of equanimity. To be able to be with our defeats and our triumphs. And to hold them all with some quality of grace or some quality of compassion. And my feeling is that ultimately this time is an invitation into ourselves, into what's there, what we're holding, as a means to beginning to frankly love ourselves and honor ourselves more deeply. And I think so much of what is created in the world, maybe even this virus, is a product of the ways in which we don't do that. And maybe if we were to play with the idea that there is some benevolence in the universe, and that this benevolence is in somehow invested in us attuning to that deeper, powerful quality of love within ourselves. And that we all kind of get, in order to be in the world and to really experience deep love, we need to start with ourselves. And I'm sure all of us are trying to do that. And there are days where we get a sense of doing it, and there's days where maybe we fall down. And all of that's our experience being part of being a human being. So we close our eyes. We take a few deeper breaths. Some shrugging in the shoulders, maybe a little movement of the neck and the head. Find a position that feels long. So as you shrug the shoulders, it'll feel the length beneath the shoulders from the armpits to the waist. Let the belly relax. Have a sense of the sternum lifted. Let the jaw release. And the eyelids relax. Just notice your breath here. Notice your inhalation and your exhalation. And we decide for the next few minutes that there's nowhere to go to. We're just here, just observing the breath, noticing the sensations, the feelings, the thoughts arising and passing away, and letting them do that. You might notice at times you do wander with thoughts. You might feel the urge to wander with thoughts. And just very gently, we're deciding to be with the breath. There's no forcing in it, there's no straining in it. Really giving ourselves permission to let this meditation be wherever it needs to be, or take us wherever it needs to take us. We know that by simply deciding to come into this space, to sit down, that we are becoming receptive. We are holding that intention to allow life to move through us. And although in our lives there are many decisions we make, ultimately all of us know we never know what is around the corner. So in some way, as we sit here and become receptive, we are inviting that life to support us. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Keep coming back to your breath. Okay, we're going to slowly open the eyes. Okay, so your right hand. Okay, on your right hand, the index finger and the middle finger curl into themselves. They curl in toward the palm. So the middle or the ring finger and the little finger of the right hand are going to go onto the left nostril. Okay, very gently. And it's just above the fleshy part. Okay, so just above the fleshy part. And as much of the toward the tip rather than the pad as you can make. It depends on the length of your nails. So those two fingers on the left nostril and then the thumb on the other nostril. Okay, so we're going to do what we call alternative nostril breathing. So we inhale through the two nostrils, close the two nostrils, just pause for a moment. We're going to open the right nostril, exhale, inhale through that same right nostril, close, open the other nostril, exhale, inhale, close, open the right, exhale, inhale, open the left as you close the right, exhale, and close our eyes, inhale. Slow, deep breaths. Open the right, exhale, inhale, close the right, open the left, exhale, inhale. Let's continue changing side, exhaling, inhaling. Change side, exhaling, inhaling. Continue. Sit up nice and tall. Slow, steady breath. Change side, exhale, inhale, change, exhale, inhale, change. Slow, steady, deep breath. Keep going. At the top of the inhalation, could you pause for a few seconds and then continue to the other side? Top of each inhalation, pausing. Keep going, nearly there. At the top of the next inhalation, take a moment, pause, and then release the hand, bring it back down. Just returning to your natural breath. So the practice is designed to create balance of the two hemispheres, different channels of energy that move through us. And one of the founding pillars of equanimity is balance. And bring the hands together in front of the heart. So the invitation of Bealtaine is to create a spark in the darkness. So the spark has that component of bringing light and also the transformational quality of fire, transforming dark into light. So maybe to contemplate, what's that spark for you? What is it you'd like to create or manifest moving forward from this moment? And really to honor your capacity to do that, our capacity. Quite often we think of ourselves as much less than we are. So in this endeavor to move into a place of greater self-love, self-care, we tune into what it is that might bring joy to our lives. And might we support love, care for ourselves? How might we manifest that or breathe that into the world? And then we take the hands, the forehead, maybe just bring the hands in front of the lips. and then down to the heart. And for a moment to ourselves, to each other we bow. Perfect. So good work. Thank you. Some food for thought, I hope. And I will see you tomorrow. Okay.